Good morning, guys. Good morning once again. Welcome to South Africa Lately, a channel that discusses South African trending news. We do, however, grab here and there from international news when it is trending enough to be brought here. Please do understand that I'm not a politician. I do not have deep knowledge in politics. However, I am a South African citizen who is also a voter, and I do believe that my views count when it comes to political affairs of our beautiful country. Before we enter into this, I've seen someone complaining that the sound is not good. Please bear with me, guys. I do have the equipment, but unfortunately I cannot use it in the space that I'm in right now. So I'm trying to organize myself for the future so that we have a space whereby we can set up all the equipment so that we sound the way we are supposed to sound. When I'm saying we, I'm talking about me and the people that support my channel, my subscribers, of course. So now this morning I'd like us to talk about the DRC. So also, one other thing, if you are on Wi-Fi and you do have the time, please kindly watch my ads in full. That support really goes a long way. Now, that's set aside. Let us talk about the DRC. So we know what is happening in the DRC with M23 having captured certain areas, key areas in that eastern region. So there has been rumors that they want to move ahead and just be going straight to Kinshasa. I'm like, yo, things are happening in the DRC, but my focus is not on M23. Even though M23 has a part in this, I just don't want to focus on them. I want to focus on how the DRC is moving to try and solve that situation that they are faced with. They have started talks with the US. We've seen some time ago the DRC offering minerals to the USA, access to the minerals for the USA to assist them in sorting out that mess that is happening there. See, for me, for the longest time, the US has been also accused of supporting Rwanda for Rwanda to get minerals from the DRC so that the minerals get stolen. So please, this is not coming from me. It's coming from the news that is there in the public domain. It is said that Rwanda is stealing the minerals, or maybe taking them by force from the DRC, and they got sold to the West through Rwanda to get. That's the information. Whether that is true or not, it is not my own to analyze. You can tell me in the comment section. Please share your own knowledge of what is happening there. But my focus now is like the US has been accused. So now for the US to be negotiating with the DRC now, it makes them look suspicious to me that, you know, they are part of the people that are causing chaos there. You see, that's are my suspicions, not necessarily true. That they are part of the people that are causing chaos there so that they benefit. So for me, it looks like a payoff. No, like a payoff for the journey that you've been on for the longest time. Now you finally cornered your victim to the corner. Now they are begging for mercy from you so that you come in as somebody that is rescuing. So, but that is not the focus, because I might be offline with that. So, but what I'm saying is, when you negotiate with the USA and for them to assist you, generally that looks bad for the continent, because it means we cannot help ourselves without the interference of the West, or maybe more than interference, maybe without being led by the West, because this is what it looks like. It makes the continent looks like it has no leaders, solid leaders who can resolve their issues within themselves without inviting any outside help. See now, with the DRC negotiating with the US, the current US that we see, they are going to get the most raw deal from the US, because they are not there to help, because, oh, poor DRC, no, they are there to get what they want. And what they want will come through them helping the DRC. So what I'm saying is the DRC is going to get their raw deal from that. And nobody's going to be like trying to handle them with soft gloves. So it's a shame that our continent is like this. We don't have solid leadership that can solve African countries without inviting the West for help. So As things stand, we don't look good. We look like a whole weak continent. Though I like what is happening with Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. Even though many people are against it, they say, you know, they've taken over using force, so they are not the elected government. So, but so far, the people who are not experiencing what is happening in those countries, they are sitting there being envious. I must admit, a certain part of me is like envying them a bit, because I see progress. But I still love democracy, because in other countries in Africa, you cannot speak openly against the government. You cannot speak openly against certain political parties. But in South Africa, we have that freedom. You know, I always say when I'm joking with my friends, I'm saying if politicians cannot do the things that we need or want, we must use politicians to get the things that we want, like we're doing on YouTube like this. Anyway, guys, you share your views in the comment section. How does it look like? Do you think the DRC will get the best deal? According to me, they'll get the most raw deal from the US, and nobody's going to help them from that. And trust me, even if Barack Obama now and his crew now, because you see, we have Donald Trump and his crew, and we have Barack Obama and his crew. You see me enjoying the Barack Obama coming out to criticize what is happening in America. I'm not so happy because Barack Obama is black, if he considers himself to be black, because I'm not happy because he's black. I'm happy because he has this is fully functional. That's my belief. And when you look at him speak, when you hear him speak, it's like, yeah, it's fully functional. So that's why I'm happy. At the end of the day, what I'm saying about the DRC, even if Barack Obama now and his crew can manage to move Donald Trump, and if they move Donald Trump, with Donald Trump having signed that deal of helping the DRC for the access in exchange or for the minerals in that DRC, Barack Obama is not going to change that. No matter how unfair the deal is, Barack Obama is not going to be changing that deal so that it favors the DRC. It's not. It's the money we are talking about. So it is so not going to change. Anyway, guys, whatever your views are, kindly share them in the comment section. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be reading that news coming out from the DRC that they've begun negotiations with the US. So whatever is going to transpire there, time will tell whether it is good for the DRC, whether it is even going to achieve the intended results. You see, let's just wait and see. We're just hoping for the best. Okay, guys, do have a beautiful day as I'm about to read that news to you. Ndiyabulela kakhulu ke guys ngokuthi nibelapha, so keep watching my videos. Ndiyabulela kakhulu, ndiyayithanda lo nkxaso leyo kakhulu, and I really appreciate it.
The Democratic Republic of Congo has reportedly put a deal on the table for US President Donald Trump. It has called for help in defeating the rebel forces in exchange for access to a trove of minerals that are needed by the US high-tech firms. Now, according to a report by the Wall Street Journal, the DRC President Felix Tshisekedi has written a letter to Trump on the 8th of February offering mining opportunities for the US Sovereign Wealth Fund. Tshisekedi has written that partnership will improve and would provide the United States with a strategic advantage by securing critical minerals such as cobalt, lithium, copper and tantalum from Congo in exchange, and he's asked Trump for a formal security pact to help his army defeat the M23 rebels, which is a Rwandan-backed rebel group that recently seized key cities in Congo. But the Congolese letter reportedly did not specify as to what kind of military backing it wants from the United States. In his speech, Tshisekedi claimed that a partnership with Congo would advance US competitiveness in aerospace, cars, data centers and also artificial intelligence. The proposal appears to be an effort to take advantage of Trump seeking natural resources to supply the US technology companies and automotive giants. Natural resources have also been a significant factor in the Trump administration's dealings with Venezuela, Ukraine and Russia. The president has also set his sights on Greenland, largely because of its reserves of rare earth minerals. And our correspondent Calvin Ongwu has sent us this report from Johannesburg in South Africa. Listen in.
Africa is known for its precious metals and minerals. The continent is richly blessed. For some years now, China has been the largest trading partner of the continent. They have their fair share of hands in various sectors. However, the US has also been trying to make development promises in Africa. Even though Trump, as everybody knows, is not a big fan of the continent, it looks like there is a deal on the table for him that could benefit Washington handsomely. But this is not going to happen easily. Joshua Walker, Program Director for the Congo Research Group at New York University's Center on International Cooperation, has told Bloomberg that for the DRC, even though they have offered the US exclusive access to critical minerals and infrastructure projects in exchange for security assistance, this would likely involve a tricky renegotiations of mining contracts, while it is difficult to see the Trump administration being able to mobilize US investors. He said it is still unclear whether the new US administration will commit significant resources to ending Rwandan aggression in the DRC.